Take over street. Where my sins take over street. On the pressure. They go run away. Where my sins take over street. Revolution. We want to do something before we go. Revolution, revolution, revolution. We want to do something before we go. Revolution. Gbogbo wọn ló lọ́wọ́ ń bẹ. Gbogbo wọn ló lọ́wọ́ ń bẹ. Bí Nàìjíríà ṣe bàjẹ́, gbogbo wọn ló lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́wọ́ bẹ̀, gbogbo wọn ló lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀. Gbogbo wọn ló lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀. Bí Nàìjíríà ṣe bàjẹ́, gbogbo wọn ló lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀. Buhari kan lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀. Atiku kan lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀. Bí Nàìjíríà ṣe bàjẹ́, gbogbo wọn ló lọ́wọ́ bẹ̀. If I say we go tire, you go say na them go tire.
Unless I retire, we no go tire.
Na them go do what? Until they bow for all. Who go tire? Na them go tire. And when who go tire? Na them go tire. Buhari go tire. Na them go tire. Atiku go tire. Na them go tire. Urata go tire. Na them go tire. I say who go tire? Na them go tire. I say who go tire? Na them go tire. President go tire. Na them go tire. Financial must tire. Na them go tire. Na them go tire. Revolution. No. Revolution. No. Revolution. No. We no get where we dey go. Yeah. Now them go for us. Yeah. Right. Either they fly or they die. Yeah. They know what they go do. Because we know they among set of we know they among
White.
We always come masses. To come out. See, police can always come scared.
White.
Once you see come, you started running. You don't need to run. If you know the meaning of revolution, to me, revolution is for people that tired, that have that have boldness for face. Revolution is not for fighting. It's not for towns. Revolution, our own revolution is peace. That's why I normally tell people, if they come to my page, I tell them our own revolution is not carrying gun, shooting up and down.
No.
But our own revolution is to do what? Peace. We are not Boko Haram. Where they're supposed to go, and go there, bro, no stay, there they go. Where they're supposed to go, they didn't go there. They are now running after masses. When they see that you are doing protest, that is where they will go. They will get you arrested. 2015, in Lagos, I spent 6 months in the police prison because we didn't allow them to hold their protest. APC, about 6 of us. And they didn't allow us to see outside. They didn't even allow our people to see us. But this is where we have to be. Then where we get. Go. See, I always tell them, I'm not going to punish them. I don't fear anybody. Even though they come. to revolution. I still belong to revolution. Revolution. No. Revolution. No. Revolution. No.
You know the funny thing about everything is that the people we are fighting for do not believe that we can win.
Yes.
And when you don't believe that you can win, how do you even want to start? But you always ask the question, who will lead the fight? Now we are leading the fight. Join us. Now we are coming out to fight for you. We are coming out to fight for our children. We are coming out to fight so that our parents do not become so our parents do not lose their children, so that wives do not become widows, husbands do not become widowers, children do not become orphans. And yet Nigerians don't want to come out. Why? Because we are scared. Scared of what? If you fight, they will kill you. If you don't fight, they will kill you. So which one do you choose to do? Die as a coward or die with pride? We're supposed to be a people, a nation with pride, and yet we scurry away like rats. Why? Because Buhari said anybody that comes out to revolt, shoot them. Our police officers will not come out when the criminals want to kill us. But when the people come out to protest, when the people come out to tell them, we are tired of the injustice, we are tired of your ineptitude, we are tired of your wickedness, what does Buhari tell us? Go and pray. How do miracles come about? Through people. And we will be the ones to effect the miracle in Nigeria and make sure that the politicians leave their seats. We will no longer be afraid. We will no longer be scared. We will no longer hide. Stay at your ATMs and believe that nothing is going to come to you. Very soon, it will be your turn. You better decide, do I want to be in my house and die, or do I want to fight for my right and live? I do not fight because I want Nigeria to give me benefits. I fight for my freedom. I fight for my freedom to speak. I fight for my freedom to be alive. I fight for my freedom to walk. I fight for my freedom to stand. I fight for my freedom to be a Nigerian, not to be a second-class citizen in a country that is cows. Cattle now have more lives than we do. To Buhari, we are not worth anything. To Buhari, we are not worth anything. To Erufai, the people in Kaduna can die for all he cares. Why? Because he has decided to. And what do they bring? They always bring religious fights. They make us hate each other. They make Christians hate Muslims. Make Muslims hate Christians. Is that what we are supposed to do?
No.
What are we? One Nigeria. What are we?
One Nigeria.
They can control us.
Yeah.
They've taken everything that we have, everything that we can be, everything that we can do. You bring up small business enterprises, they squash it. You bring up an idea, they frustrate you. They celebrate Israel Adesanya. They celebrate Silas Adekule. They celebrate all the big people that have left Nigeria to become something. But when you come with talent from Nigeria, they destroy it. Is that the country you want to live in? You think by running to London, running to the United States, running to Australia, are we not ashamed? We go to another country and we live in fear. Why? Because we are able to get $5,000. Is that what we want for our future?
No.
Is that what we want for our children? No. Osibanjo can celebrate the birth of his grandson, but we cannot celebrate the birth of our children. We cannot celebrate marriages. We cannot celebrate happiness. But the politicians, those in government houses can celebrate, and they will be happy celebrating. All the mothers who have lost their sons due to SARS, due to those criminals operating as security agencies, they cannot celebrate the birth of their grandchildren. But Osibanjo had the effrontery to post it up. Buhari made a tweet and said, for us to all come together and to be unified, we say, in no concern.
Yes.
We endure our home instead of enjoying our home. Very soon, it don't concern me, we will be a hashtag on Twitter. If you don't fight now, it will be justice for Emeka.
Yes.
If you don't fight now, it will be justice for somebody in Kaduna. It will be justice for somebody standing at that ATM. Stand there. Refuse to fight. Refuse to come out. Very soon, they will trend your hashtag.
You will be next.
Very soon, they will trend your parents. Very soon, you go to come out to fight for Nigeria is complicit in Buhari's tyranny. Anybody that does not come out to demand for change is complicit in Buhari's injustice.
Give me joy.
You sit down there and you think that staying in my house is going to save me. Very soon I will retweet your hashtag.
Revolution! Revolution! Revolution!
Tears of Nigeria, we will not fight them. We will not fight them. Hey, yeah. Oh, we will not fight them. Them Boko Haram have been a Christian Haram. We will not fight them. Jah Rastafari gon' judge them. Hey, yeah. Me wake up in the morning and me look out me window. Look at them are turning our mamas to widow. Our mamas to widow. When they killed our papa and they blast the Lafimo. If you see what I'm telling you, my guy, you go colo. Man, I swear you go colo. Man, still here hustling in Kaduna. Why bomb blast taking over in Abuja? Look at all my people, them are dying at the gutter. Look at them are shouting, them are calling Allah. I don't know what kind of life we're living. Who wants for a goal, but it's not to achieving. And the government sitting down doing nothing. I cannot lie, I am getting sick of it. We will not fight them. Them Boko Haram have been a Christian Haram. We will not fight them.
Exactly.
Jah Rastafari gon' judge them.
Exactly. We will not fight them.
We will not fight them. Jah Rastafari gon' judge them. The enemy Jesus, I love them. Because I know some my God go fail them. He will fail them. When the going so low and the thing they're going high, it's only one Jesus and it's only one God. Your mother who you are, you can never be like God. Your mother who you are, and your mother what you are. They are being so foolish and thinking they are smart. When God has given you chance to teach your life, and every time that you will see God and God return his back, then you will pray for your prayer. Man, stop crying, wipe up your tears. Because all of them go pay for what they did, and as for us to go stay in house of jail, that is where we will stay. Jay, we will not fight them.
We will not fight them.
We will not fight them. Jah Rastafari gon' judge them.
We will not fight them. You tomorrow will not fight them.
We will not fight them. God will judge them, I swear.
God has tried.
God has tried. God has tried. God has given the chance.
Mercy.
He gave us rain. He gave us soil. He gave us people. What else do we want? They are
Coming without no fertilizer. We have made a lot of any kind of
price rose from 12 and 13,000 to 30-something K, and yet they are Nigerians, anything they do to us, endure, suffer. Is that what life is?
Now let me know that.
When are you going to enjoy Nigeria? They are the ones that enjoyed Nigeria in the 80s. They enjoyed Nigeria in the 80s. They had to go abroad with how much? 20 naira. It wasn't even that expensive.
You see?
Dollar and naira was even higher than dollar then.
Nigerian people.
They enjoyed.
Of the greatest Gosa.
Gosa.
Greatest Bagba.
Baba.
Greatest Bibi.
Bibi.
Greatest Bagba. Greatest. In 1966, Fidel Castro said, and I quote, that when men hold the same ideas in their minds, nothing can isolate them. Not the walls of prisons, nor the swords of symmetry. For a single idea and a common goal sustain them. As Nigerians, at 60, what is the fate of Nigeria? Where is Nigeria? What are we doing? What have we achieved? If Nigerians are going out today and they are claiming to celebrate, what are we celebrating? Are we celebrating an abortion? No.
We are celebrating failure. And if we are celebrating failure, Cardinal Newman said that when wise men are not afraid of vagaries of adventure itself, it is time for Nigerians to move up. It is time for Nigeria to speak up. It is time for Nigeria to stand up. It is time for us to talk, because Wole Soyinka said the man dies in him who keeps silent in the face of tyranny. When Aristotle said that common sense is common, but it is not common to common people, because when common sense is a natural phenomenon inculcated in every thinking soul, common man becomes common through his lackadaisical approach to the acquisition of the Nigerians must not keep quiet again. Nigerians must tell Nigeria that it is not okay. We will not off the mind. It is not okay. It is not all right. We cannot keep quiet. We cannot continue to keep quiet. Nigerians must tell Nigeria that at 60, if Nigeria is a civil servant, at 60, is he not supposed to retire by now? Yes. If Nigeria is not good for all of us, let Nigeria retire as a Nigeria. Then let us now re-amalgamate ourselves. They used to lie to us that the amalgamation was done in 1914. But in 1914, ask the ages of our leaders. Who are our leaders? Nnamdi Azikiwe was born in 1908. Awolowo was born in 1907. Tafawa Abubakar Balewa was born in 1913. So who are those people that signed the amalgamation of Nigeria? Who are those people that joined us as an entity? Who are those people that made us the South and the North? And if we have the South and the North, why is it that a particular North is thinking that he has a predominance over the country that is called Nigeria? If Nigeria is a country, and truly we are a country, then at 60, we must have been united by now. We must have had a Nigeria that is having the predictive ability of the world intellectual class. We are the largest black nation on earth. Nigeria is the most populated black nation on earth. But where are we? What are we doing? What have we done for ourselves? We have not done anything for ourselves. Our case is just like a case of four friends. Everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. They are friends. They are compatible. They do things together. They are always doing things in their own. But there was an important job to be done. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody would have done it, but nobody did it. It now ended up that everybody blames somebody while nobody did what anybody would have done. If Nigeria must remain united, if Nigeria at 60 should be graduating and sinking, then Nigerians must rise up to the responsibility of the fact that what we are doing today, what we gathered here, forget whatever it is, forget whatever it involves, forget whether you are mobilized or you are not mobilized. It is your responsibility. It is your inalienable right as a Nigerian to ask for the betterment of your society. But is that happening? No. It's not happening because people are not talking. People are not talking because people are afraid. People are afraid because they are afraid of being incarcerated. People are afraid of being incarcerated because they are afraid of being in prison. People are afraid of being in prison because they don't know their rights. Nelson Mandela said, are we together?
Yeah.
Greatest Nigerian people.
Great.
Greatest Nigerian people.
Great.
Of the greatest Nigerian people.
Great.
Of the great, of the great, of the great, of the great, of the great.
Great.
It is time for us to rise.
Yes.
And while we are rising, we are not calling for a violent uprising. We are not calling the revolution that we are calling for is a peaceful one. And the peacefulness of it is reflected in our being together, in our ability to agree to come together today, because the predictive ability of the world's intellectual class to reflect on the past in order to lay a predictive emphasis on the future is the most fundamental basis of humanistic embodiment. And if we cannot do it, then Nigeria is no one. So on behalf of Nigeria, can we ponderously, I don't know if we can shout the 60, but we will because of the
Yes,
country for
this is our country.
I want to
We can shout.
humbly, powerfully recommend for 60 powerful GOSA for Nigeria as a nation today. We will start counting from 1. 60 powerful GOSA for Nigeria. GOSA! GOSA! GOSA!
Gosa! Gosa! Gosa! Gosa! Gosa!
GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA! GOSA!
Now!
Nigeria at 60. I beg, what are we celebrating?
Let's talk about
Guinness.
What is there one thing that we can even celebrate?
Now, China, you are not in Nigeria.
Just one Southern Kaduna.
Yes, so.
We're celebrating that the politicians' children are in America, London, Hungary, UK, United Nations, and blah, blah, blah. That's what we are celebrating, Abby. We're celebrating Akpabio off your mind. We are celebrating what?
Of the National Association of Nigerian Students is here.
Our own independent and next
We are celebrating accounts are greater than us in our own.
China at 95 years.
That's what we are celebrating.
Now!
We are celebrating ourselves.
Nigeria at 60. Nigeria at 2.
Revolution!
Now!
Revolution!
Now!
Revolution!
Now!
Greatest Nigerian people,
Great!
let me first and foremost salute the resilience of Nigerians who are not part of the celebration of foolishness at 60. They say when you are a fool at 40, you are a fool
Forever.
Unfortunately, Nigeria is 60 years. The first question we should ask ourselves is, what are we celebrating? We cannot continue to celebrate payment for darkness. Nigerians are paying for darkness. Yet, the same government have come up with another policy to say you have to pay higher. Part of the deception of Nigeria till this 60th year is that shortly before October 1st, they said they are going to suspend the hike in electricity tariff for 2 weeks. It is part of the deception. After 2 weeks, what happens? They will still hike it. Our president addressed the nation this morning, General Buhari, and said Nigeria cannot afford to pay cheaper than Saudi Arabia. The minimum wage in Nigeria is 30,000 naira. The minimum wage in Saudi Arabia is 340,000 naira. So how can you compare a people that earns 30,000 naira monthly to a people that earns 340,000 naira monthly? We are not talking about various infrastructural defects that Nigerians have had to live with. We are not talking about the daily corruption that goes on, not just in this government, but in the previous ones. We were told, and that was one of the reasons why Nigerians voted for change.
Yes.
When they were coming with that change mantra, There were two things Nigerians did not take public stance of. The first was that they told you change the dole. Dole is Nigerian language. What Nigerians failed to understand was that change, which we have now known, all of us have now known its meaning, is suffering. By the time they want to transit again, they say they are taking you to the next level. That next level is the dole, meaning that you have to suffer by force. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I have decided, just like each and every one of you here, to fight for the future of my own children. The last school fees I paid in the university was 6,600. That same university today, an average Nigerian student who is even an indigenous of the state pays nothing less than 150,000 naira. How much will my children pay as university fee? We cannot continue to deceive ourselves. We have to hold our leaders accountable. And the only way we can hold them accountable is by voicing out, irrespective of their oppression, irrespective of the intimidation. Many people have listened to so many people arguing about Sowore. Is Sowore fighting for himself? Sowore is fighting against a system that has perpetually kept the people in bondage. Yes. So we have to determine if we are to be free or to continue in their change, which is now a shame. Great Nigerian people,
Great.
there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. A people united can never be broken, can never be defeated. Revolution!
Now.
Revolution!
Now.
Revolution!
Now.
God bless Nigeria.
Buhari says to start this healing process, we are already blessed with the most important asset any nation requires. For such are people. Who are the people? The ones in the cemetery, or the ones that he has told, this person hates you, that person hates you, kill yourselves. Who are the people he's fighting for? He doesn't fight for us. Buhari doesn't care about us. Buhari only cares about marrying his daughters up to the latest billionaire, filling his bank accounts both in Nigeria and offshore, keeping his wife in Birkin bags, fueling the pockets, the generators, the cars of the northern rulers. Why does he do that? Why does he continually divide our country into two? Are we supposed to be divided or united?
United.
Then why does Buhari divide our nation into two? Why do they come up with the South hates the North hates the South? Why? Ask that question. Why? I have eaten with Northerners. I am from the South. I stayed in the North. I was born in the North. I school in the West. I eat from the East. I am Nigeria. I am Nigerian. I am not first and foremost from Edo State. No. I am first and foremost Nigerian. That is who I am. Who are you? Who are you? We run outside of Nigeria. They ask us this question. Who are you? What do you say? I'm African. You know why? You don't want to tell people that you are from a failed state. Because then how can they trust you? You are a good person, but your nation speaks of vile, incompetent, inept, thieves, corrupt officials, murderers, and we think that running away is going to solve the problem. Present-day Nigeria, like I always say, is a cancer. And for us to cure a cancer, you do two things: chemotherapy, radiotherapy, surgery. So three things. Now, we started the chemotherapy session. We started giving chemo. And if it does not support, we go for radiotherapy. And if that doesn't work, we go for surgery. But if you run away with a cancer, it will eat you from the inside out. Eats you from the inside out until it has nothing to eat again and you are left a corpse on the floor. If you continue to keep quiet, if you continue to run hated us. They call us vile people. They call us thieves. They call us incompetent. They call us corrupt. We are those things because we've let those things be the representation of Nigeria. But if we come out and we say we are not thieves, we are not corrupt, we are not inept, we are not wicked, we stand for good. Nigerians are the most resilient people ever. And because of this resilience, they continue to throw garbage at us. And we swallow the garbage. Garbage